Oh, God. God, it feels good to be back. Oh, as you can see, I got changed. My clothes were completely soaked, and I just had to get something fresh on and just nice and warm and cozy. So I'm back from the Christmas party. It was actually a really fun Christmas party. It was really nice seeing everyone. Because in my current job right now, I don't get to see everyone that much because it's fully remote. So I probably see people like once or twice a year. But when you see them, it's so much fun. And yeah, it was really enjoyable. But man, I am so bad at darts. I don't know how people do it. If you're good at darts, fair play to you, because the hand-eye coordination thing is not for me. I'm not built for it, clearly. But anyway, I thought I'll make a quick little introduction about this video and these video series I'm gonna actually try to do. So, my name is Ali Solomon. I'm 26 years old. I'm a full stack software developer, and I just like making stuff. I like making businesses, I like making products, I like programming. I just enjoy building and just seeing how far I can take it. And I want this channel to just document that whole process. I want this channel to be like a journal of my different inventions and different experiments that I try out. And for others that kind of think the same way and like doing the same stuff as me, to just see how I'm doing. And vice versa. They can comment along, we can track each other's progress, and just all of us just build together, really. So, what's the agenda for this week? So, what am I up to now? So, one of my latest recent experiments I've been working with right now has been actually tackling the agency world. So, I started like a small web agency business, mainly catered to businesses that require bespoke software developed for them, or like an MVP. If a startup needs a quick MVP to just validate their product and just see if it can fit in the market, or if they've got something, then that's where I come in. I've called the company, the little business, whatever you want to call it, I've called it Keren Labs. So here's the logo. I've got a website, I've got a LinkedIn page. So I've kind of just been working on that recently, and I've got a client I'm working with right now, but they don't really need a software per se. It's more of a website, but it's a client. We'll take it. I actually have another client I forgot to talk about. So throughout trying to find more clients for the agency, I kind of was just cold emailing and cold calling people in specific industries. So I chose the plumbing industry. I started calling plumbers and emailing plumbers, texting plumbers, just mainly asking if they need maybe some job keeping tool or something to just ease their mind. Because a lot of plumbers I knew had just pen and paper. They were just using it the whole time. And I just thought maybe I can provide a solution where they can put everything on the cloud and it just be easier for them to use. A lot of them told me to go away. A lot of them called me scammers. A lot of them told me to just get lost because I was offering my services for free. But I had one person agreed to it. They said they'd like to see some sort of demo of the product before they'll actually want to, I guess, invest. So I was like, okay, no problem. I spent like 2 or 3 weeks developing like a quick job keeping tool. I used React and Vite for the front end. I used Supabase for the back end, and I created Handyman Tracking. So Handyman Tracking is a job keeping tool for plumbers and handymen to use to track all their jobs, schedule all their jobs, and also reach out to clients. I reach out to clients as in like whenever you make an update to a job, the client is notified, so we're all on the same page. You don't have to worry about calling them, and they don't have to worry about reaching out to you asking when you're coming or has there been any changes. So funny story, I finished this software or whatever, and I got back to the client I was talking to, and oh my God, he just completely was ignoring my messages. He wouldn't respond to anything I would say to him. I eventually sent him another message. So I was trying to basically send him a message being like, hey, the product's ready for you. Hey, are you ready to try it out? Hey, let me know what you think. Nothing but just air. One of the last messages I sent to him was like, I said hi, and then I said his name. Can you please let me know what you think? I'd love to hear back from you, any feedback or anything like that. But I didn't realize I spelled his name wrong. So keep in mind, I've sent him all these messages, I've heard nothing. I sent him one message with his name spelled wrong. He replies back with just one sentence saying, that's not my name, you got the wrong number. And that's it. Like now when I think about it, because it happened like a week ago, it makes me laugh because it's ridiculous. Like you've got someone just airing your messages, you get the name wrong once, and then they just acknowledge it. So it was a good lesson learned, basically, that some clients are just gonna try to be nice and just agree to stuff when they're not interested. But I took the opportunity. I converted that piece of software to basically a SaaS, so I can just reach out to more handymen, more plumbers, and to see if they'll be interested. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So I still have the web agency, and there's different ideas I want to work on, the different people I want to reach out to. But regarding handyman tracking, The plan is to reach out to a lot of different handymans via phone call, text, email, same thing with the plumbers, and just try to get some users on board. Currently, I'm offering like a 7-day trial just for them to see what they like, and also just to have it as a way for them to actually use a product. So I can at least go to them and be like, hey, I've got a trial, you're free to check it out, it's completely free. So that's the handyman tracking aspect of it. Now, the web consultancy company, there's another side to it where it involves a lot of marketing, a lot of brand image, because I was thinking to myself, to grow an agency, there's different ways you can go about it from what I've seen. So you can take the route where you plaster a lot of ads and you just try to get in front of people and different businesses just for them to reach out to you. Now that doesn't sound bad, but that also involves money for the ads. And I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on ads right now. So the approach I'm taking is more of an organic growth, more growth regarding through LinkedIn, just getting into the face of a lot of businesses. I'm kind of want to enter the B2B world when it comes to building an agency and just developing solutions for businesses. And the way I want to do that is just by making posts and just like trying to attract businesses to my LinkedIn page and just slowly grow it. And that's what I was doing the past couple of weeks. So I would try to make sure I have at least 3 or 4 posts a week. I will schedule posts if I know I'm going to be busy the next day. And that's how I kind of wanted to grow it. The current page right now on LinkedIn, I'll show it here. It's got around 42 followers. So it's not bad, but all of those followers have been through just my people in my network, people that I'm cool with, that I've just got along with. I'd reach out to them and be like, hey, can you like it? And just spread the word. And they said, yeah. But I know I can grow it more. I plan to grow it more. And that's kind of what's going to be these videos, really. The videos will include me growing the channel. It'll also include me trying to make cold calls. You'll see me trying to make cold calls, try to grow the handyman tracking. I will try to give it a go. I'm going to try to at least have a couple hundred attempts, calls, text, messages, and just to see how far I can go. If it's going nowhere and I end up starting a new endeavor, that's okay. It'll be a lesson learned, but I still think there's some potential there. Whew. All right. So the plan for today is to schedule at least 10. I'm going to with 10 LinkedIn posts to go throughout this week, probably starting tomorrow. I'm going to try to schedule them at around 10:30, 11 a.m., kind of in the early morning when people are on LinkedIn, kind of just scrolling through. I've scheduled them for Friday. Yeah, starting tomorrow. So tomorrow's Friday, Saturday. I've skipped Sunday because I don't think people are on LinkedIn on Sunday. But if they are, please let me know. Or at least they're not on it as much as the other days. And then Monday all the way back. And then every week I'll set a reminder to schedule more messages. So that's one thing I'm going to do right now. And the other thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to scrape a lot of handyman, plumbing, email addresses, phone numbers. I might try to look for a script, or I might write a quick script, or I'll see what I can do. If I can find like a good directory with all the information, I might do that. And then write like a mock message that can be tailored to each one of them, and just have that either scheduled to be sent tomorrow morning or maybe now. I'll see. Probably tomorrow morning, just because the first thing they'll do is they can go on their phones or email app or whatever and they can see it. So I might just do that. But yeah, that's the plan. Schedule some posts for Instagram LinkedIn. Schedule posts for LinkedIn for the web agency, and then yeah, get cracking with the God, I forgot now. Get cracking with the plumbing cold calls and cold messages. But yeah, get right on that, and yeah, let's get it. So what we've done so far. So we have got the LinkedIn schedule messages all done. So I've got around 8 messages coming out every single day from this week to next week, bar Sunday. And that should be a post every day. And by the time it's all done, I should have already been sat down and scheduled the next couple of messages. So we're just constantly just tuning out more and more messages, and we just keep popping them off constantly. I've also been experimenting with the type of posts I'm making on LinkedIn. So I'm trying to really engage with the users and get people's attention. So what I think I'm going to do is, or what I've done so far really, is craft a post and then have like an image with the post, just so I can like stimulate the user and just grab their attention quicker. So we'll see what that does. I'm going to keep liking and sharing it and just hopefully just get it to grow slowly but surely. And also I've started inviting people to the LinkedIn page, so just hopefully I can help it grow a bit more. So that's LinkedIn done. After that, I got the cold calling done, really, not cold calling, sorry, cold emailing and cold texting. So I found a lot of different handymen and plumbers online that are sharing their email and their messages. So I've scheduled some emails for them for tomorrow morning, and for messages, some of them I've sent messages to, and some of them I've drafted messages that are going to be ready to be sent off tomorrow morning. I'm trying to target tomorrow morning because the way I see it is a lot of people, they check their emails and everything when they start their day, not towards the end of the day, because it is basically 7 o'clock right now, so no one's going to be trying to check their work messages. So that's about it, done for this week. Probably going to keep doing the same thing. I'll be back next week with whatever the new plans are or what I'm up to next. Probably similar to what I'm doing now. I'll probably have like an update to how it's gone, but I think I'm going to just try out some different endeavors as well. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of different things going on in my brain. I always have different ideas popping up in my head, so I think it's just executing the correct one and just trying my best to niche down and study and most importantly like validate the idea. I think that's something I really struggle with, and I think a lot of people struggle with. You kind of have an idea and you're like, it's going to be a great idea because you think it's a good idea, but I think validating is a big thing. So there's something I want to try in the real estate area, so I'll probably mention that next video. But yeah, that's basically it for today. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe if you enjoy it, leave a comment if you've got any suggestions or something I could do different, or if you just want to give me some feedback. But yeah, pleasure. Catch you guys in a bit. Peace.